party, yes, I crank it every day. Haters getting mad, cause I got me some baby mate. Soulja Boy out in it, why me crank it, why me crank that Soulja Boy, that Superman, that why me crank that Soulja, 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 why me.
Whoa, hey, who are these? Who are we? Oh, Perky's
Your viewers
here.
can't tell, but I'm currently dabbing.
Oh, thank you so much, Jack. Your relevance is. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. Well,
Oh my god, you actually got space in the background. How relevant!
It's so relevant. Like, this was totally unplanned.
I feel like you're
I'm
going to be
being
flying
serious.
into that sun.
Yeah. I will become one with the sun. Anyway.
Oh, we don't have Derpy Cam.
Don't worry, I'm now adding Derpy Cam as we speak.
Cool.
You know, let me just go into studio mode.
No Derpy.
Whilst I do this.
Technical difficulties, don't worry about it.
No, it's not technical difficulties.
Okay, technical...
This is pretty hip. I know, it's so hip.
It's just difficult. Thanks, Derpy.
Difficult, lemon, difficult.
Yeah, story of my life. So, while Omega sets that up, today we're going to be playing some Kerbal Space Program, and by we, I mean Omega is playing. Except, if you watched his last Kerbal stream, you may have noticed things are a bit explodey. So, I'm going to help him. I'm the rocket engineer, and Derpy's here for memes, I suppose. And we're gonna see if we can make it to the moon. Emotional support. Yes, that is. I don't want to say accurate, but it's certainly, you can try and be emotional. Derpy, when have you ever shown emotion? Yes. Okay. Did someone mention explosions? Because I'm down for this. Well, hopefully, this will have slightly less explosions, but you know, it's us, so that's not likely. Derpy's hoping for more. Okay, well, Derpy, you're not. No, you're not supposed. Derpy, you're on team getting things going. You're emotional support. That's not very supportive. Honestly. Well, maybe. Okay.
Right.
Sure.
Don't worry, Derpy Cam is about to come into play.
Yeah, well, Derpy Cam is just a window capture, isn't it?
Yep, that's literally all it is. How long does it take? Look, right, I had to get it all sorted and look nice. Anyway, I've also forgotten to pop out my fucking chat, so let me
rookie
just...
mistake.
Shut up, you book!
You. Why am I a book?
Because, I don't know, you're just a book now, man.
Oh, alright. I'll take it. Books are pretty cool.
Anyway. To the game! Whoa, look at that! Game's here now, ignore...
Holy shit. It's
Look,
Derpy Cam. Why is your
done.
font so bold?
Because fuck you, that's why.
Alright then.
Pen 15.
No,
I agree.
Derpy.
Thank you, Derpy. Your input will be marked down as worthless.
Goodbye. Okay. It's
Right.
rocket time.
It's
Oh, I
rocket
can see
time.
your mods.
You can see the TARDIS, yeah.
Right, you're not allowed to just use the TARDIS.
What's that? Use
That's
the
rule number
TARDIS.
one. You're not allowed to use any of the modded
What's that? Use
ships.
TARDIS.
That's cheating.
Don't worry, I'm not going to
No.
do that. Use the
Please.
TARDIS.
No,
The
Derpy.
TARDIS is a last resort. That's what we've learned.
Right, so I feel like sending people to the moon is no. No. That's no.
What fucking happened?
Jesus Christ.
I'm already in
Why did it
space.
explode?
I don't know.
Alright, that's it. We made it to space. Thank you for coming.
Thank you all, thanks. Right, to the ending screen. Alright, thank you all for coming. See you all next time.
Jesus Christ.
No. Not gonna
Oh
do
my
that
God.
shit.
Okay.
Right, Space Center. Let's not do that again, because that was stupid.
Just no. Now you've got that. Okay.
What do you mean? It's gone. It's blown up.
When it has blown up, that is fair enough. Okay.
Oh,
So we're gonna build a rocket,
Right, okay.
and I don't trust you sending people. So I think you should. You probably want to delete the huge doomsday thing first.
Well, the problem is, right?
What? Just hit the new button, which is on the right. What?
Oh, thank you.
What are you doing?
Where's
Go
my
back to
camera?
the go.
Help.
You're not building a plane. What has happened to your camera?
It's fucking. I think it's well and truly.
You fucked it.
There we go. No.
Okay.
Don't save. Oh, for fuck's sake!
What?
I don't know. It just does
What?
this now.
Okay, well just put it. No, we don't send people. Okay, if you want to send people up.
Okay.
Oh
so-
God, I don't know if that's gonna end well. You probably want just the Mark 1 lander can, which will hold one person.
The what? Mark 1 lander can.
It's two. It's on the right. Yeah, the Mark 1 command pod. That's the one.
Fuck's sake.
The search seems a bit buggy.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
There we go.
that one.
Alright.
I'm playing with a little bit of stream delay, so you know it's
Yeah.
cool. So
This way.
you're gonna need some fuel,
Alright, I need some fuel.
and you also probably want. No, okay, well, let's not bother with a parachute. You're not coming back. No.
What's the matter with this? It's got
You need
oxidized
fuel that's the right size.
All I hear is that you need fuel, and I've got fuel.
This is going to be a long stream. Okay.
Okay, something normal. Okay.
Something of the same size,
No,
which
that's
I think
not
is near the
same
top.
size.
Actually, if you go...
That's same size. Is that got oxidized? It's got oxidized.
Yeah, that's a good one. If you go to, on the left, the top, you've got the arrow thing.
Yeah.
Like, right,
sort by
yeah,
mass.
if you pop that out, if you sort by size... No. Like, right, top left. Top left. Above the, like, tab icons.
What?
Advanced mode, yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
You can sort by size, which is the cross-section profile, I think.
So that's the bigs. These are the biggies. The biggie smalls. I want small. I want the smaller ones though.
You do want the smaller ones.
Like these sort of sized ones.
Yeah, you want the Mark 1s.
That's only liquid fuel.
Oh, you don't want that.
I want stuff with oxidizer and...
I believe the ones that have oxidizer are the ones with the, like, droplet icons on them.
Don't need more of that.
Oh no.
Small holding... What? I'm learning...
Oh, holding tanks are for mineral samples, I think.
Yes.
We're not going to worry about mineral samples. We're
Should
just
I
trying
add
to get
some
there.
more? Yeah, let's add some more. No,
Now just add like another, just, no, that's too many. No,
Okay.
that's way too many. No, stop. No,
Just
stop. Just have the one. Because that's going to be the landing stage.
Okay, so this one, just this one. Okay.
Just the one. It'll probably be okay. Now you want an engine for this.
Right, okay.
You probably
Engine.
disable advanced mode because you probably don't need to use it. It's fine.
That's not...
You're probably going to want... Okay, so if you use... Oh, it's still sorted by size. Yeah, Oh, I want to open KSP just so I can read out the names of things. Hold on.
Oh, that seems... normal
The nerve
size.
is quite good, but that's an atomic engine, so I'm not sure if it's... It'll probably be okay, but I'd recommend something like... Oh, that's a solid rocket, you don't want that.
Okay.
So the solid fuel boosters,
No.
they have a fixed fuel. Oh god, that's a... the vector's probably a bit too strong. No. No.
That's gonna go perfectly.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, now launch.
Oh, okay. Okay, fuck it, fine, we'll launch. We're going to space.
And we'll see how that works.
Alright, we'll see how this goes. Right. Alright, full throttle. Oh, Jeb, what are you doing? What are
Who
you
wants
in
a Terralia?
You know what? This isn't going as well.
No, it's not quite working. Oh no. Oh, you've ran out of fuel already. Yeah. So the vector is definitely too strong.
Right, let's revert flight back to the assembly, shall we?
Yeah.
We're not gonna have that because it's stupid. We're
Too
sane
powerful.
around
This is sensible, yeah. This is
here.
sensible
Yeah,
times.
Sensible times. All right, let's look at the proper ones. So
I'm trying to remember what the names are.
what about the swivel liquid fuel engine?
The swivel's quite good. That if you right click, does it have gimbaling?
Yes.
Yes, because you're definitely going to want gimbaling. Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, whack that one on.
Yep. Put it on.
Right, now you're going to need landing legs, which I believe is on the bottommost tab, which is utility.
Landing legs. Escape system. Convertotron. Crew cabin.
Okay,
this
it's
looks
not on
like
that
a
one.
budget R2D2.
Oh my god. Budget R2D2. It doesn't look anything like R2D2.
You know what? I think we're gonna need some of these. Just a few.
Stick one on the top. Oh no. I've lost you again. How are you gonna get out?
Well, that's...
You got a parachute covering the hole. Really difficult. The white parachute, second row down. You can whack that on the top if you must. It'll give you some aerodynamics, I suppose.
This one. Okay. Right, let's get rid of those. Feel as if that won't add anything to this. So
I'm trying to remember where landing legs are because they don't appear to be in that tab. I always get a bit moved around when playing KSP. Let me just open up my sandbox save so I can figure out where everything is for you.
Alright, Scott. I'll call
That's
you
me.
Scott. You are
Scott Manley. Budget Scott Manley.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. You're putting ladders down. I didn't even have to tell you to do that.
Well, I just thought of it because I thought he might want to get down. Oh.
Yeah, well, you can also get the
Scott
extending ladders, which is under the blue radial parachutes.
Under the blue radio.
Take Scott Gurley. Yeah, the mobility enhancer. A photon torpedo.
No. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
Manufacturer's Starfleet description. It's a photon torpedo.
Look, it's fine.
Jesus Christ.
Just leave that to one side. So what? The mobility enhancer is extendable ladders.
Yeah. I think there's another one as well. If you put that at the bottom where the engine is, so they can actually, grab onto it when it's landed.
There we go.
Now, try extending it to see if it goes down far enough. If you right-click it, you can get its control features down.
Just about.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah.
Right, you can retract it again now. Right, so what you're now going to want to do is find landing legs, which I am going to find for you now. It's under ground, which is the one that look. Oh, okay, well that also works.
Oh, ground.
I always forget there's a search.
Ground. Okay.
Why is Discord opened on my
Micro landing struts.
Those might be a bit small.
Why is Omega shouting at this? Because caps lock's on, alright?
Just pick some out and see which are big enough.
Oh, those seem cool.
Now you're probably going to want 3 times symmetry.
Whoops. Just want that.
I think the grab point is, yeah, you got it. So one tip when doing symmetry with landing legs is if you're using 3 times symmetry, if you place it opposite to the what?
That.
Oh, yeah. If you place the one just directly opposite to the exit hole, the other two will be. Oh, you got it anyway. Fine, awesome, cool. What if you had 8 of them? That's a bit too many, I feel.
Well, it would be sturdy, but I don't think
It would be sturdy.
Let's have a look, shall we? Let's see what happens if you have 8. Oh. Nah, just stick with 3.
Yeah, it's a bit too many.
Oh, that'll be enough.
You're going to need a decoupler, because this will be what actually lands on the moon.
Okay.
Hopefully. So now you're going to need to separate
maybe
that from
not.
the rest of your
maybe
thing.
not that. No.
That one's a bit small, yeah.
That one's also not. Is that big enough? That's big enough.
That looks big enough.
That looks decent.
Okay,
sized.
now if you go to aerodynamics, which is the wing tab,
yep.
You're gonna want to find. Actually, no, I think it's. Oh no, it's payload. Sorry, it's the one above.
Yeah.
You're going to want a protective shell. The smallest one will do.
Oh, these.
I think the smallest one is the most long. Yeah. If you whack that down, you can now draw a fairing by going out a bit and then clicking to place a section, and then going up and then up and then up. And that will give you some aerodynamic stability. You want it to encompass the legs and everything.
That's as high as it will go.
Oh yeah, you don't want to. You draw segments of it.
Oh.
So if you sort of get a bit that sort of points outwards, and then you can go click it, and then you go up, and then you go up, and then you close it off with the point.
Right, so have it about there.
If the place cross section is orange, it means you're intersecting something. There you go, and then you go up, and then you make it a point.
I'll go up. Have it about there. There. That is that. Is that?
I mean, it's a bit tight. That should work.
Okay. All right.
So that is your payload. That should be protected from heat and other things. So now we need more rocket.
More
underneath
rocket.
it.
More rockets. More rockets.
If you hold shift and
Rockets.
click on something. Oh no, I've lost you again.
Sorry. Yeah.
If you hold shift and click on something, you can scroll up and just move things up because you're going to need some space underneath. Oh no, that's it. That's a bit too big.
Okay.
In the structural section, which is the crane,
Yeah.
you will find adapters, and you're looking for the Rockomax brand adapter. It's kind of pointy, and it's got like grey panels on it. I actually can't see it on the stream.
Oh, Rockomax brand adapter 02.
Oh, what? Is it because you're still searching? Why is... No, it's not on your part list. Try clearing your search and ordering by name.
So what, just...
Why don't you just search for adapter, maybe? No, it's just not on your part list. You don't seem to have it. What? Huh?
Seeds?
Huh?
It's just a robot head now. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
that'll have to do. If you flip that upside down,
How do you do that?
if you grab the part and then use the WASD, I think
Oh.
W twice will flip it upside
There
down.
we go.
That'll have to do. So now you can start putting on some slightly bigger parts, like
Okay.
some slightly bigger fuel tanks.
I might... Hold on. Can I... Oh, no. I need to grab it from there. Gonna move this up a bit. Just to get a bit more space.
Yeah, you're gonna need some.
Right, and now I can add more, so I'm gonna add one of these. No.
You're probably gonna want the fairly long boosters.
The fairly long boosters.
Not the really big tanks, but the slightly bigger tanks.
So what, like, these sort of long?
Mark 3s are like plain tanks, so you don't want those. The Rockomax Jumbo 64 fuel tank.
The Rockomax Jumbo 64.
I actually don't know how sorting by size works. Does it do it by length, or does it do it by, like, mass?
I guess by mass. Rockomax Jumbo 64 fuel tank. There we go. Well, hey. Make it jump into space.
And then if you whack an engine on the bottom of that,
Add more
you're
leg.
probably going to want a nice powerful one like the skipper on the mainsail.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What?
You want an engine on the bottom.
Right, okay. Well...
A nice powerful one like the skipper or the mainsail.
Alright, the skipper on the mainsail.
Just thinking
Skipper
which one would be
or the-
better.
Skipper on mainsail.
Grab the skipper.
Yeah,
You're only going to be in space.
yeah, I've got the skipper here.
And that should give you slightly more efficient fuel usage. That's your orbit to moon stage.
Right.
That should be fairly nice. And then you're going to want another decoupler.
Okay.
A slightly bigger one this time.
That's not even close. There we go.
Okay, now we're going to build the main engine body.
Okay.
So if you search for adapter again, there is a Mark II to Mark III adapter, but I'm not entirely sure where it is or what it's called. You may have to go into advanced mode for this one. I'm just having a look for it.
Mark III.
It is
Mark
called
II.
the Kerbodyne ADTP. So if you search for ADTP, you'll probably find it.
AD. Yep, 2 to 3. There we go.
So now you can whack that on the bottom of the decoupler, and now you get to stay to size 3 stuff.
Ooh.
Now, this is what you've been waiting for. It's time for the really big tanks.
Big tank, big tank, big tank.
There's a
Big
bigger
tank.
tank than that one.
Big tank.
Yeah.
Big tank.
If you have probably one of those will do.
8. Yeah, 8. 8.
No, you need 8.
8.
No.
8 tank.
No. No. I mean, we're going to be doing something similar to that.
Oh, crumbs.
Yeah. Right. This is going to be the most technical part of the entire build.
Right. So
But before we do that, we're going to need to strut your rocket up a bit.
Okay.
Otherwise it'll be a bit wobbly. So if you go to structural and get these strut connectors. Yes, Deppy.
Yes. Got strut connectors now.
Now you're going to want to just do it 8 times symmetry. Why the hell not?
Yeah.
Put it at sort of the bottom of the adapter, because they need to have like line of sight.
Right, it's like there.
Yeah, like there. And then click and then put it sort of to the top of the fuel tank on that stage.
Which fuel tank?
Where just get up.
Up, right. How far up?
Just as far as they can go, really.
Alright, that's as far as they can go, so I'll just, because of that, sort of.
And that should give you some stability.
There we go.
Yeah, that'll do. Cool. Just stability is nice.
Yeah.
Otherwise it'll be wobbling around like a slightly dead fish.
Okay.
Okay, so now you're going to want to coupling, and you're going to need a radial decoupler.
Coupling, and I want a radial decoupler. What's
Now
this?
this is the slightly tricky part.
How many do I want? Do I want 4?
No, you actually don't want any of the... Oh, there's 2 radial decouplers. You want the slightly more pokey radial decoupler, the TT70. Which is on the left and
This
up.
one.
Yes. You're going to want 2 of them, but not quite. It's... Okay, this one's... Okay, so go to 6 times symmetry and put them right at the top.
Right.
Now, you're going to want to get more of them.
Yep.
So you can alt-click to clone, which is the slightly faster way of doing it. And then you want to go drop down to 2 times symmetry.
Yep.
And then you're going to want to place them sort of in the middle of the tank on and line them up with the guide ones that you've placed. Because you want 2 times 3, but they need to be separate things.
Middle.
What?
Middle?
No, you want them to be in line, but like in the middle of the tank.
Jack?
Do I need to send you a screenshot?
Yes, please.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Right.
just...
You realise you're talking to morons are us here. Oh.
Do.
So if I could make it, if I could add more legs and make it jump to space, I would. Captain.
Captain.
Halfway down the map. Halfway down.
Yeah.
Sort of
You
like
want them.
there.
So the 6 symmetry that you placed are the guides, because you want to place more in 6 times, but it's quite hard to get those exact because there's 8 positions.
Right.
Yeah, there.
There.
And then you want to duplicate those and do it for the other positions.
So what, like here?
Yes.
And then
It's fine. It's image sharing. I don't mind.
there's a questionable domain name to be put. Could be worse.
Could be worse.
Could be safe.derpy chap.
But bam. Alright, so now that you've got them all lined up, you can delete the 6 times symmetry, because those were just to get them aligned.
Yeah.
Now you're going to want to find the... And I never remember which section this is. I think it's in engines.
Yep.
Yes, the LFB KR 1x2 twin-bore liquid fuel engine. It looks like an engine and a fuel tank combined in one.
This one.
That's the one, and you want to place those on each separator.
Should I do it 6 times or?
Well, you want it to be 2 times, and you place it 3 times for each thing.
Okay.
Otherwise,
So,
it will.
Is it supposed to be
not,
like that?
No.
Why is it doing that?
I think you put it a bit too low down, so it's not actually on.
There
the
we go.
separator.
Fixed it. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
Okay, so now you want to do that for every other separator, but you'll only need to do it twice more because they're in symmetry.
Yeah. Absolutely. There we go.
Okay, so now you're going to want to look at your staging,
Right, yeah, got my staging.
and you want to make sure that they fire one after the other, not all at the same time. So you want to decouple one, and then you want to decouple another pair, and then you want to decouple another pair.
Right, let's
You need to
just
split
add a
them all
few
up.
stages, shall we?
Yes.
Right, so we'll have it so these ones go off, and then these will decouple for these 2. Yeah. Then these 2 will fire.
And now you want to put an engine. You want all the engines to fire at the same time, but only the decouplers to fire differently.
Oh,
Also, you need an engine on the bottom as well, but
yeah.
we
We'll
can come to
cover
that in a minute.
in a moment. So all these, so then
All
just
the
do-
engines should fire at the same time, and then all the radial decouplers should fire one after the other.
So it should be like that, and then like that.
Yes.
Okay.
So now comes the really technical part.
Oh Christ!
Yes, it
another
gets more
one.
technical. Okay, so on stage 9, which pair drops first? I guess it'd be stage 8 now.
It'll be this one and that one.
Okay, which ones fire next? You want to try and find out which way round it goes, clockwise or anti-clockwise.
It goes these ones, then these ones.
Okay, so in fuel, the fuel tab,
Yep. Fuel tanks.
you're looking for the fuel lines, which is like struts, but they're yellow.
Fuel lines. External fuel ducts.
Yes. So what you want to do is, with 2 times symmetry on, you want to run a fuel line from the ones that fire first to the ones that fire second.
Okay, so these ones to these ones.
And then you want to run a fuel line from the ones that fire second to the ones that fire third.
Right.
And then you want to run a fuel line from the one that fires third to the middle.
Right, so we'll do it like that. There we go.
Alright, now you want to put an engine on the bottom.
Okay.
In the center.
Engine!
You probably don't want the 4 times, because that might be a bit big. Actually, what are the specs of the Mammoth versus the other one?
The Rhino.
Yeah. Rhino. I'm looking for thrust in atmosphere. Yeah, just go with the Rhino. The Mammoth is way too fuel hungry.
There we go. I put the Rhino on.
Alright, now you want to make sure that fires with the rest of the engines.
Yep. Go above.
Okay, now all you need to put is some nose cones on the top of the external boosters, and then you want to strut those up
Alright, so just
so
go
nothing wobbles.
cone. Small, no. They're a bit too big. Oh,
Those are a bit too big. Yeah, those look good.
Whoops, I've pressed the Windows key.
Oh no.
Don't worry, nobody can see the desktop. Anyway.
Now, if you add struts to connect all of the things together and to the ship, so that they don't wobble.
Right. Fucking...
Oh dear.
I don't know what's going on with these.
Something's gone horribly wrong there.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, something's going a bit pear-shaped with it. You know,
What's up with your symmetry?
I have no idea.
Why is it middle click symmetry mode? No, that...
I'm gonna have to fucking do it like this, aren't I?
I don't know what's up. It's seeming to do symmetry based on part rather than based on global.
Yeah.
I don't know what you've done. If that's a keyboard shortcut or something. Or if it's just...
If it's the Windows key that causes that,
Yeah.
Jesus.
That is
That's
one weird keyboard shortcut.
Let's just press the Windows key again and see if that helps. Oh, I know why it's fucky.
Why is it fucky?
Because these, how they're set up, these fucking things.
No, it normally works. I've done this before. No, Deffy. I'm gonna look up the shortcuts and see if there's anything weird.
Right. All of the exterior engines are all they've got one strut to them. Will that be enough? Will one strut be enough? Do I need to add more? Do I need 5?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. If
Okay.
it keeps wobbling, we'll just add more things.
Yeah. Now, is there anything?
Try pressing R.
Alright, so mirror. Radio.
Now,
mirror.
see if one of those modes has fixed it.
It's fixed it.
Yay! Alright, swish. So now, we're just missing a few final touches. You're gonna want a couple of reaction wheels. So
I'm gonna add 2. I'll have 2 on each. 2.
Awesome sauce.
He'll have to do.
Yeah.
Right.
It's fine. It's, so, you're going to want to separate some parts of the rocket, because you're going to want to just stick them in somewhere. You're going to want, what are they called? The big ones. Oh, they are just called Advanced Reaction Wheel Large. Okay.
Oh, yeah, got one. Alright, I see them. Where do I put them?
If you go up a bit on your rocket,
Yeah.
you're going to want to put it sort of in between the fuel and the size thing.
Oh, what? The adapter?
Yeah.
So in
So
between.
you can take the tank, if you put that sort of just down at the side, you can take the tank off the adapter and just put it to the side. And then you can put the reaction wheel in, and you can put it back on.
There we go. Right, put the reaction wheel on now.
And you're going to want the same, but inside the fairing, but with a smaller reaction wheel. Actually, no,
Inside.
you're going to want the advanced inline stabilizer. So if you do the same thing, take the fuel off the can, and put a stabilizer in. That is under. That won't be very useful. You'll probably want to put it between the fuel tank and the lander pod.
Yeah.
And then you may need to put an extra ladder.
Yeah. There we go.
And then stick it all back together. And you may need to edit the fairing because it's a bit taller now.
How do I do that then?
If you right click on the fairing thing, you should be able to edit it.
Edit fairing, okay.
So you can right mouse to go back a stage, or you can just make it a bit taller. I'll do. Alright, I think it's ready for a test flight.
Alright, I'm going to give it a name. I'll call it the USS Davina.
Derpy says to call it Derpy Champ.
USS Derpy Chap.
That's pretty accurate because it's going to crash and burn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Stick it on the launch pad.
there we go. Adds a bit of a nice little added touch to it.
Oh well.
Alright.
Pretty good.
Oh, the moment of truth. The moment of fucking truth, isn't it? Now,
Yeah. So step
press
number one.
T.
Press T.
Jebediah, what are you doing in the ship?
It's only a smidge wobbly. But that's fine.
A smidge. Oh.
Only a smidge. So now if you throttle up
Right, how much?
to probably about 75%,
Alright, so about.
and then just go up, onwards and upwards.
Off we go into space, Jeb.
So now you'll see some fuel is draining a lot faster than other fuel, and that's due to the way it's designed. So once the first two run out, eject them.
Or yeah, they're gonna need. I think we're gonna need to add more struts.
They are a little wobbly. Okay.
Little.
Just a skosh.
Yeah, I'll add a few more
That's fine.
struts.
Once you get to about 10,000 meters up, you're going to want to start turning. Just tap D a little bit. Oh, you are actually spinning radially.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to make this quite hard. Oh dear.
Alright,
Okay,
those
we're
ones.
definitely going to need more struts. Okay,
Yeah.
abort flight.
Oh, abort flight. Abort!
Jesus Christ.
It exploded!
It sure did.
Can we move
Just like the real derpy chap.
Oh God! You know what?
So you're gonna want to add some struts between the outer bits and the inner bits to give them a bit more stability.
With this.
We're gonna delete all of them and then start again.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fair idea.
Because they didn't really go as planned. Right. Strutty time.
Make sure to turn symmetry on.
Yep, okay.
Alright, that is definitely working.
So that's 1, 2.
That's quite a lot. That's good. The KSP motto is, when in doubt, just add more struts.
Hmm.
I need to know where the auto strut button is, because there is one. It might be a mod, actually. Ooh. It's not a mod. How do I turn this on? Settings.
Right, I've added more struts.
Okay, you're gonna want to add some struts between like the outer bits and the middle tank, because they were wobbling sort of because of the length of the decoupler.
Okay, so what? Just add a few onto the middle section.
That should hopefully eliminate the wobbling problem. Because that would get them, they would all fall at the same time.
There we go.
There are 3 distinct stages.
Right. We'll add some more struts.
That's probably fine.
Yeah. Right. USS Derby Trap. Mark 2.
I feel like we're gonna get to like Mark 100 at this in this one stream. Turfy says, "I wish I was on that rocket."
I saw that earlier and I was...
Jesus Christ.
how's the do you see the wobble by chance?
It's probably fine.
Do you see that
don't forget
wobble?
to turn on SAS.
Press that on.
Alright, let's go.
I know.
Twilight, let's launch.
Not 100%. Try and figure this out.
That's good enough.
Yeah, that'll do.
No,
Full
Derpy.
power. Gibbon showing himself up here now.
Well, the outer things don't appear to be wobbling as much as they used to be.
No, but
That's good.
the main test will be when we decouple these ones.
Yeah.
Okay, wobble
Right,
isn't...
so You're getting a bit of wind breaking, so you might want to throttle down a bit. Because now you're just fighting the atmosphere.
Okay.
Now, when you get to about 10,000 meters, you're going to want to start tapping D. This is what's called a gravity turn. It means you don't just make a huge just up, because you want to kind of start going into an orbit.
Right.
You don't want to go too far over too early, though. You may need to manually fight it a little bit. You can decouple your second stage now. What you're essentially doing is you're eliminating dead weight as you go up, which is slightly more efficient than just having fuel and then empty tanks, because empty tanks still weigh stuff.
Yeah.
So you can turn a little bit more now.
What, D-wise?
Yeah.
How much more?
Go to sort of 45 degrees. You quickly check the map view.
Yeah.
You want to kind of get it so it's not straight. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright.
Okay.
So you can go back to game view.
Oh. Time to decouple the dead weight.
And then if you're trying to sort of aim to hit sort of completely sideways at about 150,000 meters.
Okay.
So kind of just keep turning as you go up a little bit.
Yeah.
And you'll have a lot of fuel, because there's a lot of fuel in that tank. And then periodically sort of keep checking the map so that you don't go way too high. You want your app to be about 150 to 200,000.
Oh, 2i.
Oh, that's fine. Actually, you are going to the moon, so whatever. Yeah, so if you cut the power and then start a maneuver node on the app.
Alright, maneuver node. Add maneuver.
And then just try and make a nice circular orbit.
That's not what I want.
You're mostly going to want the green ones, yeah.
But how does that look? It looks decent.
You want to try and get the app and the P to be as similar as possible.
Is that similar?
You can hover over them to see what their numbers are. Oh, that's quite... App is quite a bit larger than the P there.
Yeah.
I'll give a sort of brief explanation of what all those icons do. So the green ones are just increase and decrease on your current heading. The blue ones are sort of moving it. It's quite hard to explain without you actually being hit. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I just had to do it. I was bored. What's the thing though?
266 to 216, that's good enough. The trick is to keep sort of going up until the app and the P switch places. That'll do.
That'll do.
Now, you can go back to regular view.
Yeah.
And get your SAS to point at the maneuver node. So on the icons, the one to the right of the currently selected one.
I've touched the maneuver thing.
Yep.
The maneuver thing. Yeah, okay.
So now you'll be pointing towards the right place, and I can't quite see your burn time because Derpy Cam is obscuring it a little bit.
Oh,
what's your... what is it?
I'll move that a little bit to the right.
1 minute 9 seconds. Okay. So you're aiming for 35. T minus 35. So to get the best kind of burn, the tip is to take your burn time and halve it, and then start burning at T minus whatever that is. So then you do half your burn before the time and half your burn after the time, so it's nice and even.
Right.
All you got to do is wait for T minus 35-ish, and then throttle up.
Okay, what, full throttle?
Full throttle.
Okay. $45, 40, and 35. Throttle all the way up.
So now you'll notice the meters per second thing is going down.
Yeah.
And then you want to try and hit that at 0.
What, the meters per second thing?
When that gets lower, you can start throttling down to adjust a bit more finely.
Right.
You should have more than enough fuel.
What node? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And you'll notice that it should be about halfway.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you want to keep going.
Oh, what? Okay.
You want the meters per second to hit 0.
Alright.
Yeah, so being about halfway when the T minus hits 0 is a good sign. This is making me remember the days when we didn't have all this fancy smancy things. You had to do all your burn stuff manually. Alright, you've entered an orbital path, that's good, your camera's readjusted.
There we go. How's that look? How's that?
Check the map view.
Not bad.
Now you should be in a nice, stable orbit. So
Hooray.
you can click the green tick on the meters per second thing to clear the node.
Yeah.
You're satisfied with your burn. And now, where's the moon?
Right there. Set its target.
Yeah, set it as a target.
Okay.
Now, add a maneuver node just somewhere in the future.
Then maneuver mode.
Set it at your P, why not?
My P.
Yeah, your P.
What PE here?
Yeah.
Alright, add maneuver. Okay.
Because we're gonna adjust it slightly when we need to. So start increasing it with the green increaser, which is the one without the X.
Okay, I'm increasing it.
Now you want to just wait until your orbits intersect.
Oh.
Okay. Now, that is nowhere near the moon, so now we need to adjust based on where the moon is.
Fuck's sake. Maneuver.
If you grab the center bit of the maneuver node...
Hold on, I'm still maneuvering. Thereabouts.
It doesn't need to be exact, it just needs to cross it at some point.
Yeah, so which one do I press now?
So, if the center bit of the maneuver node, you can grab that, and you can move it around your orbit.
Right.
So now you want to move it so that you can intersect the moon.
Okay.
Where is the moon relative to you? It's there.
Oh. It's not even close.
You got to try and work it out based on where the moon is, where you are, etc., etc., where the moon is going to be. Okay, so you see those two icons that have appeared?
Yeah.
Those are where you are and where the moon will be at your closest encounter. So you want to get those to be as close as possible. Aha, now you've got an intersect. What's your purple P? 1 million meters. Okay, that's a bit too high. You want to get that to about... Let me... 1 sec. I have to Google what the radius of the moon is. Try and get that to around about 150,000.
How do I do that then?
Just adjust your maneuver node until you get the moon's P down. With mostly just the moving of it, the greens and the blues. The purples are pretty useless. That 3,000 might be a bit too low. I think you're going to hit the moon at that point.
Alright, okay. So I'll just...
At this point, it's just the adjustment game.
That's 547,000 meters. 166,000 meters.
That is pretty good.
Okay, so go for that then.
Go for that. So now, it's just the same. You gotta halve your burn time, wait until your node is at T minus whatever it is.
Press the maneuver button on my SAS module.
Yep.
So maneuver.
Now you might not have enough fuel for one stage, so you may need to, switch stages in between your burn, but that's fine. That's why we've got the orbital stage. We're still just using the get out of atmosphere stage because I always make my ships too big.
So node time. What do I do with that then? Do I wait
Okay, so
again?
once you're in the right pointing, you can go back to the map view.
Yeah.
And if you right click on just on your orbital path, you can warp to maneuver node.
Hey, where am I maneuver path?
On the one that you've currently got.
What, here? This?
The blue one.
The blue one. Oh, this.
Try right clicking on the maneuver node then. I never remember where it is. There is a warp to next maneuver node button and I'm not sure where it is. No, okay. You see your app.
My app.
Your current blue app.
Yes.
Right click on that.
I've right clicked.
And you should have warp 2.
No.
Why's your right click menu not working?
I don't know.
Try just regular clicking on it then.
Alright, I'll warp here.
Yeah, that's the one, okay. Oh, where is warp to next maneuver node? Actually don't know. Okay, but yeah, so that'll warp you forwards until that point, which is fairly useful.
Okay. Right. Node time.
Okay, so your burn time
Yeah.
is 28 seconds, so
Yeah,
you
but
want
half
to
that,
start...
14.
So when at T minus 14,
Yeah.
throttle up.
Alright.
And you just have enough fuel.
In the meantime, I'm going to reopen the chat window. Yeah, it was just a captain talking about how barren Kerbin is. Yeah.
There's nothing on Kerbin. There's 3
Smiley face.
space centers.
Where's that goddamn image of the smiley face?
No. It's somewhere. It's in one of the oceans, and I never remember which, because it's hard to visualize a map to be a planet that you don't know. Yeah.
Auto-saving. That sounds like a smart idea, Kerbal.
If you see, you've got 769 meters a second of burn.
Yep.
That's what you got to do. And if you got to look on the staging menu, you'll see on stage 6 you've got 848 meters a second of fuel left.
Yeah.
So you should be able to make it.
Okay, that's good. Alright.
Just barely, but that's fine.
Mm.
So yeah, node's coming up in the next 15 seconds or so.
Yeah, 28 seconds, right? We hit the 28 seconds mark, and now just gotta wait until it hits 14. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Throttle up! Right.
Now, hopefully, when
Halfway
hits T
done,
minus
yeah.
0, you'll see it's
Yeah.
halfway.
It's halfway.
Awesome
Right.
sauce.
Now just adjust the throttle every so often.
The way I tend to do it is I full throttle until I get like really close, and I wham X to cut the power and just do little tiny bits of burn.
There we go. Right.
Alright, check the map.
And
What's your actual P then?
oh.
Alright, well, you should try burning just a little bit more.
Okay. Just a little bit more. There. Oh.
Is that even further? No, that's pretty good. Alright, well, that'll do.
Yeah. So what?
Now you
So
can
just-
clear that current one that you've got, the current maneuver.
Yeah. So now I'll be about 200. So now what? Just
Now it's time to plan your next maneuver. So on your orange P,
my orange.
add
P.
another maneuver.
Add maneuver. Yeah. Let's just go over to that. Whoop.
Now if you just slow down, which is the green cross,
The green cross. Okay. Slow down.
you're speeding up.
Oh.
You're doing a negative on the negative, so you're going up. Just, yeah, it's still speeding up.
How do I stop? What?
You want to pull the negative away. When you pull away from the center, you're increasing. So what you're doing is you're pushing the negative down, so you're minusing a minus.
Right.
It's positive.
Right. My brain's gone, Jack.
Just pull the green cross away.
So what? Like that?
Yes. Oh god, that's quite a lot.
Was I not supposed to do that?
What you've done there is you've basically reversed your direction entirely. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
So what you're looking for is you're looking for an orbit around the moon.
What, like that little thing there?
Yeah, this part's quite annoying, because it's hard to get a good view. Can you try double clicking on the moon? I don't know if this works in this view.
Hold on. Focus view. There we go.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, so now you can adjust your maneuver
2, 3,
to your heart's
4.
content to try and get a nice orbit. Remember, you can also move it to be along your current orbit by dragging the center around, which will rotate it slightly. It's really hard to describe because it's 3D geometry.
206 to 229. That seems like a decent orbit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll do.
probably. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Now you got to do is just get there, which you should be able to do by just doing an auto warp.
Oh, what? So just. Okay, so just.
Now, while you're here, you might as well. Actually, no, we'll worry about that later.
Auto-warp.
Never mind. Yeah, so if you click somewhere on that orange path, you should be able to do warp here.
Oh, warp to next maneuver.
Aha. Yes. Actually, not sure if that would be good, because I don't know if that goes into T-0, but I guess we'll find out.
We can press the slash key if it gets.
That is true, yeah.
There's the one that's by Z, right? The slash key that it's talking about. Oh.
I think so, yeah.
Do. Right, 1 minute 27. Jesus.
Okay, so your burn time is whatever it is.
58 seconds. So
You
half of
may
that.
want to detach your current stage. Because you've only got 80 meters a second of fuel, so if you just separate.
Alright.
Also, you're going to want to realign, because the space travel has made you not point in the right direction now.
Oh. Careful. Just gonna. So what? Just press maneuver.
Yeah.
Careful of the rocket that you just seen. You see there. There we go. Right, it's aligned.
All right. So
1
now
minute. So it'll be 30 seconds. I should.
it
start
will be 30
burning.
seconds.
All right. 3, 2, 1, burn. Oh yeah. I should press the burn button. You stupid prick. Right.
All right. Your camera's adjusted to orbital mode, so that's good.
Yep. Right. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's about halfway there. Okay. I'll start adjusting when it starts hitting like 200. Now let's turn that down a bit. Still going pretty quick. Just even more.
Your burn time's going up because you're slowing down quite a bit.
Yeah, I know. That's because, you know, I'm being careful. There we go. And yeah, that's pretty decent, I guess. That'll work.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So now what you're gonna do is you want to press F5.
Quick saving.
Yes.
You.
This is the hard part. This is landing.
you know most people launching a rocket would work all this out beforehand, not while their astronauts are in space. Well, who needs working shit out? We're don't
No,
full
Debbie.
power.
Not going full power.
Not yet.
Okay. So now you're gonna want to add a maneuver node at your P.
My P.
So the ap and the P, that's apoapsis and periapsis. Ap is the highest point in your orbit, and P is the lowest point in your orbit. Now you're going to want to decelerate even more.
So what? Just the X again?
Pull the X. So you want to decelerate until you're going to hit the planet. But you don't want to decelerate too much, because you've only got a certain amount of delta V.
So what about that? Will that do?
You can decelerate pretty much just until it intersects to save fuel if you really want to.
About there will be fine, won't it?
How much delta V have you got
Delta V has...
on this stage? If you go back to the main view, it'll tell you. Because you don't want to bring your orbit too far down.
Delta V.
Okay, so you do have quite a lot. Okay, so that should be fine. It just, yeah. So now, again, it's just a matter of waiting and burning.
So what, should I warp to the maneuver again?
Yeah, well, point yourself in the right direction first.
Oh yeah, maneuver.
This is the moment of truth. I think you have to, like, click on beyond the maneuver node to get warp to next maneuver node.
Yeah, warp to next maneuver. Right. Burn time 19 seconds. What would be half of 19 seconds? About 5 plus 4.5, so just 5 plus 4.
About 9.
About 9, yeah. Right.
Oh yeah, while you're here, before we start burning, you
Yeah.
can detach your fairing.
My fairing.
If you right-click on that fairing thing,
Fairing?
the protective shell.
Oh. Oh, this.
You can right-click that and eject it.
It says deploy.
Yeah,
Ah! It's gone.
that's your lander.
Hey. Hooray. So what? Should...
Okay, now while we're here, and we've got
Oh,
about 30 seconds, tap G, and then tap it again. And that should be the keybind for landing gear.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, okay, swish.
So what? Right, we got 18 It's 18 seconds burn time. What would that be? 4 plus 5. Again, it'd be 9. So start
9-ish.
burning now. So what? X is to cut all engines.
Yeah.
There we go.
Alright, so now you should be hitting the planet.
I am! Hooray!
Now, what you're going to want to do now
Yeah,
is point at retrograde. So that's the one below the maneuver node.
this one.
Yeah.
Right,
I say, yeah, I
retrograde.
haven't actually seen it yet. Yeah, that's the one. So that is basically slow me down on my current path.
Yeah.
But when you get close to the planet, you're going to want to start doing that.
Should I warp time a bit for this?
Yeah, you might as well.
Put them 5 times for the moment. No. 10 times. 50 times. There we go.
And look up what kind of stress those landing legs can take.
Bit of
Okay,
retrograding.
they can tolerate 12 meters a second of impact.
Okay.
So when you're coming down, you want your orbital speed, which is on top of the nav ball, to be lower than 12 meters a second.
This.
That's what you're aiming for. Now, at some point, you're going to need to eject your current stage,
one.
but you can use that to slow you down.
So what, should I start using that to slow me down a bit now?
Oh, you're a bit high. You don't want to waste fuel.
Okay.
Yeah, because you've currently got a big old booster strapped to the bottom of you, you can't land. So when you're getting near to the bottom...
How many meters from the planet should it be? Because I'm dropping quite... I'm up to 100,000 meters.
That's still pretty high. You can wait for a bit. When the atmosphere... Oh no, because there's no atmosphere. This is kind of just winging it.
Okay.
I've never really done something special with this. I kind of just wing it. So when you start getting close down, you want to maybe
Right,
start thinking about slowing yourself down.
75,000 meters now.
You're still pretty far away. The moon's quite small, so you should be fine to just coast for a bit longer. I'd say sort of keep warping until the moon texture starts changing into a moon thing.
So what? Like now?
I don't know, I'm a bit behind. At some point, the moon will change from a low-res model to a high-res model. Okay, now you're probably going to want to start worrying about slowing down.
Right. Slowing down a ton.
Try and sort of aim for about 200 meters a second and keep yourself there. Because you don't want to be slowing, you don't want to slow too much, because then you just won't hit the planet ever. But you also don't want to go too fast. Now it's a case of watching your speed, watching your altitude, making sure you detach your stage so that you can actually use the other rocket and land.
Yeah.
Putting the landing gear down. There's not much to really teach here, it's just don't crash.
Going at 200 meters a second, thereabouts. Right, I'm 12,000 meters now.
I'd say 10,000. Try and just use that to slow yourself down loads until you hit sort of 0 and then detach. And then you'll be able to see what kind of like slowing capability you have on the other rocket, so that you don't just fuck up and die.
Buddy disconnected from
Now, don't forget to 0 your throttle before you detach.
Right. So what, should I detach now from 9,000?
Yeah.
Alright.
So now you can see how much power that rocket has. You need to turn it on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that should be a nice amount. So you could probably just fall for a bit.
Okay. I don't want to warp it, that's the thing,
No.
so I'm worried. Because I don't want to fuck this up. This is the first time landing on the moon.
No, yeah, just fall. That's all you gotta do. Right. Yeah, you're aiming to not hit the planet.
Yeah.
You need to land at 12 meters a second or less. Probably try and aim for less. That's still 12 meters a second is quite fast.
Mm.
But you don't really need to worry about keeping yourself slowed at this point because you're still quite high up, and that rocket has a lot of power in it. The only concern is fuel, because you don't want to just sit up there and waste fuel.
Yeah. Oh.
Oop.
Right, we're going at about 70 meters a second. I'm going to slow that down a bit.
Try and keep yourself at around 50.
Yeah, that'll do.
Then when you get to about 1,000 meters, start like keeping yourself around 20.
Okay. Hold space.
Now at some point, you're going to want to deploy your landing gear.
Alright.
There's no atmosphere, so you don't have to worry about drag.
I'm about 4,000 meters from the surface.
Now when you get really close down to the bottom, you're going to want to switch from retrograde to stability assist. Because if you hit 0 and start going up, your rocket will flip upside down. Because it's trying to keep you on retrograde.
I'm on so what, should I start hitting prograde now that I'm on 4,000 meters?
Yeah, just leave it as stability assist.
Okay.
Alright, now you're probably going to want to start keeping yourself a little bit slower. You can sort of see the planet's surface now.
Yeah. Oh my god, so close.
Oh, it's looking at sea level. Switch your adjustments.
Oh, what should I start to?
So click the sea icon at the very top.
The sea icon.
Yeah, at the very top.
See.
No, don't switch to prograde. You'll flip upside down. The watery icon to the left of the altimeter.
Oh, that one. Oh, shite!
It's looking at sea level, not ground level. Okay, so now you just want to come down nice and slow.
Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. We've landed! We're on the moon!
Alright, now you can, if you right click on the rocket engine, you can just turn it off.
Oh, what? Just press the liquid fuel and then...
No, on the actual engine itself. That will start, that'll stop you from using any fuel.
Shut down engine?
Yeah, shut down engine.
There we go. We're here!
Now you can right click on the ladder, extend the ladder.
Yeah, oh that one's a little bit off. But... Oh, not just about. No, we just got.
Now you can get your dude out. You can plant a flag on the moon.
Look at that. Just gonna gently let go. We're on the moon! We made it! We actually made it! In an hour and 26 minutes! In an hour and 26 minutes! This is only like my like a proper flight, my third proper flight, and we've got it.
Look at that view!
I know!
That's incredible. Plant a flag and then take a screenshot.
Alright, I'm going to take a screenshot there, and then I'm going to plant the flag. I claim this. Alright, site name. Mun. Black.
Holy shit, we did it.
Hail to the king's baby. Then...
Bam.
There we go. We
Flag
made
on
it.
the moon.
Should I make another autos? A quick save.
Yeah, why not?
We made it. We made it, Jeb.
Put the nav ball down by clicking the arrow at the very top of it, and then you can take a really cool screenshot.
Okay. There we go. Wow, we did it. Be careful. Look at the ship. Look at the ship, though. It's kind of wobbly. That's don't worry, it's fine.
Because it's a bit of a wonk.
Yeah.
The ground. Fine.
It's fine though, because we're not leaving.
No.
This is his home now. Let's put him back.
He lives here.
I'm gonna put him back in the ship. Actually, no. Go just float around. Whee!
If you tap R, you can turn your jetpack on.
Oh wow!
Although you probably don't want to waste too much fuel with a jetpack, because that is useful if you want to get in a ship without a ladder.
Right. Gotta leave that off then. Oh, but look at that. He looks so happy with himself. You can stay here the rest of life until your oxygen runs out. Well, don't worry, he's got infinite.
He's a Kerbal. It's a video game.
Yeah. Let's grab that.
Such a wobbly craft.
I know, but we made it, Jack. That's all.
We're on the moon.
We are on.
They said it couldn't be done.
Exactly. We made it here onto this motherfucking moon.
The USS Derby Chat Mark II.
Only took two ships to do
Yeah.
this. Shows that we, as a team, are pretty good.
Yeah.
So when we open in our own
Jeb,
space,
no.
when we open our own
Mods.
space station,
You're gonna be the face of the company.
yeah.
You're the Simon.
I thought, to be honest, I thought it was going to be another Simon moment where we'll make it all the way to the
Space
moon.
to slow down.
What could you sum up the space be? Space.
Question is, what now?
Well, I guess that was our goal.
We
But we've
did
done
make it.
We made it, so I guess that's how this ends.
Yeah.
Fucking well done.
was great.
Was great. It's a lot of fun. Maybe next
But it couldn't be
time.
done. Maybe next.
time.
Oh god.
Maybe next time we'll aim for another. We'll aim for another planet, or.
I'm gonna get you to go to Mars.
Well, it's not Mars, is it? What is it
Well,
called?
it's
in this?
Moho.
And the next one's Minmus.
Well, Minmus is just a rock, essentially.
All right. There's Eve. Oh, Moho. I see Oh my God, Moho's pretty far, Jack.
I think Moho's supposed to be Mercury. I think it's Duna that's supposed to be the Mars, the one that's out one from the Earth.
Duna.
Yeah.
Auntie Duna. There's
Auntie
Drez.
Duna's quite a
Jewel.
pain to get to.
Ilu.
At some point, I want you to land on one of Jewel's moons. I can't remember which one it is. There's a moon of Jewel. I can't remember the name, but it's got an atmosphere. You can actually bring a plane to it,
See.
which is cool.
Oh, I've got an idea. Now that we're
Oh, no.
on the moon, I'm going to just go down. Let go.
I really don't like how wobbly it is.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. I'm going to take an EVA report.
You can take a surface sample.
Yeah. Keep-
Dust is getting everywhere.
Yeah. Basaltic rocks. Keep experiment. Don't think I'm going
That's
to
how
press
you.
that. I'm not going to
Like
press
if you're
that
playing
button.
in career mode, this is how you actually unlock new parts.
I know.
That's pretty cool.
Doesn't Scott Manley play this in career mode?
Probably.
Because he can do this. It's the thing. He's got the
Yeah.
ability of doing this.
Not rocket science.
It's not rocket
Pretty
science.
easy.
Oh God. Well,
I like how Derpy missed it.
yeah, Derpy completely missed the landing. He's most probably going to come back and he's going to go, "What's happened?" We're going to tell him we landed on the moon.
Not gonna believe us.
He's not going to believe it. The Derpy chat.
To be honest, I didn't believe it until you actually did it.
Yeah. You know, on board we brought a few souvenirs, like running in Hades. We brought the full fucking thing with us.
The entire video on a hard drive.
You know,
Somewhere.
maybe the ending screen I'll put running in the Hades on. Well,
I genuinely didn't think we would make it this quickly.
you thought it'd take a few more attempts.
I did.
Well,
That's why I made you do the autosave. I thought, oh, he's probably going to crash his first time, but no, you handle it amazingly.
wow,
Hot dang.
I'm not stupid. Hooray! Hooray for not being
makes a
stupid.
change.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
you should tweet that screenshot.
I will. I'm gonna say made it.
They said it couldn't be done.
Anyway, let's again save game. Could go back to the space center
Yeah.
and launch a TARDIS after it.
Oh god.
See, it's now night. Look at that. Oh, it's been...
It is.
Wow.
It's what, 5 days to get to the moon?
Wow.
No, 5 hours.
Wow.
It was 5 something, I remember.
Yeah. Oh.
I like how if you put a TARDIS down in the spaceplane hangar, it... Oh yeah, make sure you save this craft, by the way.
I will. How do I... Just press the save button?
Yeah, you just press the save button.
And what will it be? Just on my...
It'll just be in the load menu now.
There it is!
Definitely not a fridge.
Yeah, I did in fact download Definitely Not a Fridge. You know what?
Oh no.
let's swap.
Oh, is that the PLP50?
Maybe.
Hot damn.
Just get rid of...
Yeah, I like how if you use the TARDIS in the spaceplane hangar, it puts it on its side.
Right.
If you just press the new button, you'll be able to get a nice
Oh,
fresh
God.
thing.
Oh no. The Doomsday machine you just can't
Oh, no.
launch.
No, it's pretty silly.
Stargazer Saucer, no, you can't launch that either, for some reason.
It's because you're still technically on the USS Derpy Chat Mark II.
Oh.
You've got a landing can in the roof somewhere.
No.
Just hit the new button next to the workshop button.
Don't save
clear
that
everything. No. Now you can put stuff down.
Yeah. Like the peel.
P50.
Yeah. Who's the crew for this? Bob, you can drive.
Bob.
Bob can drive. And let's give that a bit of a launch. Alright. This may be a very strenuous time. Alright, throttle up. And go!
Oh no.
And he's underway. Bob is now going for the gold.
Got 3 wheels.
He has got 3 wheels. I feel as if...
Oh, it's so good. Look, you can see Jeb from here.
Yeah. Hi, Jeb. You big fuck.
Alright, now do a handbrake turn.
Oh, okay. Alright, hold on. It's still somehow still kind of go. Oh, it's not. No. Okay.
That's like what happens in a real PLP50.
Wow. I'm gonna load quick save again because.
Oh, is that thing made out of gravity recorders?
Maybe. Back to Jeb. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh look, the landing thing's now actually on its.
Oh, it's fixed itself.
It's fixed itself.
Sweet.
Hey!
You probably want to put him back in the ship so he doesn't die in space.
Yeah, good point. Get back on the ship.
I don't know if they can do that, but it's better to be safe.
Strap rockets to the TARDIS.
Oh no.
You can't if you wanted to, I don't think.
That's disappointing.
So to the command pod now. It's now like all the stuff.
Ah. If you had an antenna, you could transmit it home, but when you're playing in
Oh well.
sandbox, so who
Lights
gives a shit?
on. Oh, the lights are on now. How you can
Ooh.
turn the lights off and on again. Off, on, off, on.
You're easily
off,
entertained.
On, off, yeah. Well, I am. As this goes, I am the Jebediah Kerman to your Scott Manley.
That is true, yeah.
But yeah, so that's it, everyone.
Made it to the moon.
We got to the moon. There was some moments, you know.
We did have a bit of a wobbly thruster, but then
at the start we did blow up the ship at one stage. But it seems it's all good.
And I hope that you'll now remember these skills.
Jack, these will go straight into the archives.
Okay. At some point, I'm gonna link you some infographical things.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go over my head.
Yeah, and you're gonna skim read them and then throw them in the bin.
Yeah. Who these
Awesome.
instructions when you can just throw out the window?
It's the IKEA way. You just wing it.
Yeah.
Applies to everything, including rocket science.
Anyway, I'm going to go to the ending screen now. Is there anything you want to add to this, Jack? Anything you want to say?
No.
Alright, well, thank you for your input there, Jack.
You're
The end-
welcome. I thought
yeah.
long and hard about it.
Cool. Alright, to the ending screen. Well, that was Kerbal Space Program. Hope you all enjoyed. Damn, Derpy is dead. My condolences. Yeah, Derpy didn't make it to the end. He went off, never to be seen again. He said he's going to get some milk, but no, he didn't. He didn't come back. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with... well, I would load up the mightiest of videos running in the Hades. And I most probably will. Hold on, let me just get it up. Alright, let's add a browser.